Good morning, everyone. So it is Saturday morning. I woke up at 6:10ish, but I actually went on the computer to do more research just in case I missed anything, any other information that I wanted to give out, or maybe even me installing it and forgetting something. But I wanted to talk first. So here are my specs. So as you guys can see from Camber. So as you guys can see from Camber, my front left is negative 2.8 or negative 2.7. Sorry, it's all flipped, but basically it's negative 2.7 Camber, and the front right is negative 2.9. And we're doing the rears now, so my rear left are actually negative 3.3 camber, and negative right is negative 3.2. So the thing about REAR SAGE RCA'S is that it has these little blocks. It has these little blocks right here, right? And basically you could adjust it according to your camber. The blocks have 3 different hole locations, I guess you could say. So obviously right now this would be 1. The center one, which is right here, would be 2, and then the other hole would be like 3, more towards the left. So we'll go ahead and do that. Supposedly it's easy, so I don't want to stress about it, but the only thing I'm worried is that since it's lowered, you're supposed to adjust the height of your coilovers. Now my height before was actually okay. I'm more worried towards the fact that my specs are going to be worse because I didn't lift the coilovers yesterday, especially for the fronts. But hey, we won't know. Let's just go ahead and just do it. F it. So to add a little context for anyone that's new, installing Sage REAR RCA'S 30 millimeters. I did the fronts in another video, so I'll go ahead and link that up. But if you guys are new, please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are into cars, I try to fix my own cars, try to show you guys how to do it, DIYs. There might be little like ride with me's where like I just talk about random stuff, and yeah, I'm recording on my iPhone, so please give it a thumbs up if you are okay with the quality. If you're not, just let me know so that way I can provide the best content for you guys. And for anyone that's a returning subscriber, thank you guys again. And you guys already know, gotta lift up the car. Alright everyone, so I jacked the car up, obviously. So the RCAs, they're actually gonna go towards the end of the lower control arm, so right here. It's a weird way to connect it, but let me just go ahead and remove everything. Yeah. Alright everyone, so supposedly this install of RCAs are like really easy, so but for right now, personally, it seems pretty easy. I'm using a 7/8 socket wrench to remove this part right here. This is where the RCAs are going to be connected to. Alrighty, let's get this on the road. My stupid self, I forgot that there's a nut holding in the back, so I'm just gonna use a 19. You don't have to use an extended 19, but I'm just doing it because I have it right here. Where is it? Right there. I need an extension. So I just switched it. I'm gonna be releasing the nut from the back instead of releasing the bolt from right here. Basically, you're just gonna hammer the bolt out, it comes out, and now we're just going to lift the spindle. Oh fudge, we might have to actually use a jack. Alright, so what we're gonna do, like the front RCAs, we're gonna have to jack up the little back spindle, whatever, in order for us to actually put on the RCAs. So, alright, it's free. You guys can see it's totally free now, and I'll show you guys how to position the RCAs. So basically how you want to position it is the RCAs are going to be like this towards the car. Let me remove everything first, or actually let's see if we could just do it with one hand. No, we can't. Okay, so basically what I was talking about earlier about like, oh, this is +1, +2, +3 camber. You have these little blocks that you can remove. So like I said, this is going to be a +2 because it's more towards the center. This one more towards facing the wheel. I believe that's going to be, no. So this is going to be +1 facing more towards the wheel, right? Because it's going to be like this. And this is going to be +2 and +3, which I need is going to be like this. It's pretty cool contraption, I guess you could say, but let's just go ahead and do it. So there's a lot of hex screws, so make sure you guys get the hex nuts, and you don't want to be like me dropping things. It's gonna be like that. Yep. So first things first, I believe you have to hammer this in. Yep, you guys gotta hammer this little part in. You guys, this is gonna be quite difficult. Maybe if I hammer it up. Okay, it's right there. Okay, that did not work. This is the hardest part, is getting this dang block. Oh, I think I got it, guys. Alright, everyone, so I got it, finally, freaking A. So what I'm gonna do is I installed it like this. I hammered it down to where the most thinnest part of the metal is. And then what I'm gonna do is, once it's like literally halfway in, I'm gonna try turning it and pushing it in. Or hammering. I'm gonna try to hammer this thing towards the arm more. So, finally. I finally did it, guys. That took me forever, but yeah, it's in. So as you guys can see, it's much more in. That's how it's supposed to be. Flush. Now we'll go ahead and excuse me. We'll go ahead and install it now. Okay, everyone. So first things first, make sure your guys' holes is in the right position. Like I said, I need +3 camber. So the hole's gonna go towards the suspension or the coilover, right? So there's 3 bolts, right? You obviously need a hex key. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the little hex key and put it on first so it positions the RCA, and I'll probably do the other one as well. Oh my god, I did it the wrong way. Dang it. Make sure you guys do it the right way. There's a little bump here, so I believe the other way around. So yeah, there's a little hole here, so it fits into this little bump. Stupid me. Would have been bad, but so as of right now, I'm just gonna install everything so it fits perfectly, and then I'm gonna tighten everything. I'm gonna see if there's a little tool that I could use to tighten it rather than using a normal hex key, because I feel like it won't tighten as much because it's a suspension part, you know? And I want to make sure I torque everything because this is completely new to me. Like that. And then make sure it's for suspension. Cool. Alright, it's starting to look good. Now, we will get the smaller bolts. Alright everyone, so that's basically it. I did that the wrong way. I don't know why I did that the wrong way. Or, no, I didn't do that the wrong way. So, that's basically it. It's generally going to look like this. So, the Sage RCAs are going to look like this. Like I said, 30 millimeter. What it's going to do, it's going to raise, like I said, the suspension up, right? Because the hole before, it was right here. But now, we're raising it up. We're going to use this long bolt right here to attach to this, the knuckle, or no, I'm sorry, the spindle. And then we're going to tighten everything, and everything should be more lifted up, thus lowering the car. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to look for a tool where I could tighten this, I guess you could say. So I'll do that first, and I'll show you the final product after I get that tool. Alright everyone, so I honestly didn't have to go to the auto store because I forgot that I had this tool. It is a T30. I obviously do not know. I honestly do not know what this is called specifically. So I'm going to try to tighten everything. I obviously want to torque everything to the right specs. But as of right now, let me just tighten everything first. Alright everyone, you're going to be using the T30 tool for the smaller ones on top. I'm just tightening everything, but I will tell you the specs I'm going to be using or the torque specs that I'm going to be using to tighten this. Alright everyone, so unfortunately I'm going to have to get a tool for the bottom ones. I don't just want to hand tighten it because obviously that's not safe. Like why the hell would anyone want to do that, right? So alright everyone, so I had to actually go to O'Reilly's to get a tool. I believe it's almost 8, so this has been like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hour time frame, I guess you could say, or work time. So obviously it'd be much more faster if I wasn't recording, but it's all good because I get to show you guys and the world how to install the RCAs. But go to O'Reilly's and I'll tell you guys what tool you need to tighten that bottom part, okay? Alright everyone, we are back. It was pretty quick. You know, I don't want to spend too much time, but I'll show you what I got. Gloves. I got new gloves. I was tired of using the purple gloves, plastic gloves, because I felt so bad like wasting it. I got PB Blaster for the sole reason of my coilovers being seized. I believe that's what it is. It should be my rear passenger, so I'm gonna go ahead and just anti-spray this while I fix the thing and hopefully raise the notches of the coilover so I could evenly raise the rear sides. And so for the big bolt, let me go ahead and grab it for you guys. There's it right here. So for the big bolt, the longer ones that connects the spindle to the RCAs, I'm going to be using a T60 half-inch drive star bit socket. Oh, that's what it's called, the star bit socket. And then for the smaller one, the one that actually goes through it actually connects the lower control arm to the RCA, this one, we're going to be using the T55. So go ahead and do that. I need a rush because I need to have an appointment at 2. So hopefully we'll get done, but I'm pretty sure we will. So let's go ahead and start. Alright, so first things first, we're just going to tighten the little star bit bolt, if I could get this out. that. Okay. First things first, tighten this. Okay, so now everyone, I'm gonna tighten it. So for the small bolts of the T30, I'm gonna tighten it to 10. Now the reason why I want to tighten it to 10, these aren't the specific specs, unfortunately, because I don't know the specific specs. But the reason why I'm gonna tighten it to 10 is because it's a smaller bolt, and I don't want it to snap. So I was thinking maybe, considering how small it is, and comparing it to other bolts, I'm just gonna go ahead and measure it to 10. So now I'm gonna torque the middle bolt. These two bolts I'm actually unsure of. I actually did some research and people are saying 60 pounds per foot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. It does sound reasonable to me. So if you find some other information elsewhere, please let me know. But let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and move the arm back into place. Do this slow and steady as possible. Okay. Now, for the top one, I'm going to do the same thing, 60 feet per pound, pounds per feet, whatever. This is not the one. Cool. So, it's all good. That's the first side. Now we gotta do the other side. I'll show you guys the end results and the before and after pictures. So let's go. Alright everyone, I am done. Dude, look at that tan. Holy crap, that's hell ugly. Anyways, I'm done. Right now the car looks very stupid because I guess the front RCAs dropped the car more than the rears. Let me show you guys. So, as you can see, these are the fronts. I think it's literally, I think I showed you guys yesterday, but it's like a finger gap, not even a finger gap. But, I mean, that's basically tucking tire. And then this one, it was 2. It's still 2. I think it dropped it like by a half because I remember I was able to put my third finger in. So, I mean, that's basically how it looks. I'm gonna raise the car up, the front's at least by 2. Everything is all good. And for some reason, the other side was that took longer, but I'm done. That's basically it. As for next week, I actually ordered the Junction Produce neck pads for the rears, or passenger rears, but now I'm just waiting on that. So now I'm just gonna raise the fronts, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Next week's video, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna wing it. So make sure you guys please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Freaking tired. Peace out.